this guy are sick. Hey, what's up everyone? It's me, Eddie, and I'm back with another episode of Doki Doki Blue Skies. So... guess we just leave off where we last set off, right? Okay. So I did a bit of thinking yesterday, and I was thinking I should go for Sayori. And I just thought, I don't know why. So... Sayori's the hardest one to get. Unrequited. Woo! I got it. Rain Cloud. Okay. 3. Empty Insight. Yes! I'm getting it. Boop. I feel like that. Sunshine. Pain. Daydream. Yeah, Sayori's definitely the hardest one because she's like in between Yuri and Natsuki. Like, if you want to go for Yuri, just like choose the most like, you know, complex sounding ones. Whereas if you want Natsuki, you choose the simple ones. But with Sayori, it's kind of hard. Precious childhood. Calm. Bubbles. Massacre. Depression. Rainbow. Journey. I do have a theory, though. I feel like if I just get in between, like, 50% Yuri and 50% Natsuki, I might get Sayori. So let's try to lipstick happiness, comfort. Yes. Play, rose, suicide. Oh, jeez. What? Tears. Tears. Okay, so just choose the most depressing ones. Unending. This could be Yuri or Sayori. I don't know. It's cute. That's broken. Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like going for Sayori yesterday because she's the first character you see, and I was just like, let's go for her this time because I feel like I haven't shown her enough love. Like with Natsuki, actually, I don't know. Yuri, I don't know. I just feel like going for Sayori this time. Broken. Intellectual, vibrant. Fireworks. Shame, game, sparkle, sunset, chocolate, giggle. Marriage, mouse, vanilla, sweet, anime. Eternity, Valentine, sweet. Sadness, okay. Music, cheeks emit. Promise. Charm, ocean, bed, pop. Doki Doki. I had to choose that one. I'm sorry, guys. Uncanny. Marshmallow. Loud, shiny. Beauty, vertigo? Okay, whew. Vacation, grief, socks, excitement, judgment, misfortune. Together, alone, pleasure, prayer. Oh, this could be Yuri or Sayori. I don't know. Together, alone. Okay, I think I got it. Edward, fancy meeting you here. Yeah, what a coincidence, huh? Seriously speaking, though, I'm happy to see you back here. I would have been disappointed if you ran away on us. Ha ha ha. Monty laugh. Hey, I enjoyed myself last time, so why wouldn't I come back? It's facts. True enough. Ha ha ha. Feel free to make yourself at home before we start our club activities. Thanks, will do. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Sayori and I were the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Oh, Edward, I'm glad to see you here again. Who knew that something so simple would warrant so much thanks? First Monica, and now Yuri. I know that it may be overwhelming to be thrown into a new hobby so suddenly, much less an organization centered around that hobby. So don't hesitate to let me know if you ever need any help. Or any other club member for that matter. You're cute. Don't be scared, okay? Be confident in yourself. That is to say, feel free to ask any one of us for assistance. Right, thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Don't worry though, it's not like I've read anything before, hahaha. I even remember to write a poem for today, if you'll believe it. We'll believe it when we see it. Hey, it's not like I need to have a university degree to write a poem. It's just like another school assignment. Although it might be a little new to me, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to write a bad poem, you mean. Oof! Natsuki applying the burns. She's got me there. And that's why I never said I wrote a good poem. Natsuki smirks at me, seemingly pleased that I'm not offended by her teasing. Hold on. Computer. Well, good is often subjective when it comes to subjects like these. That's facts. I'm sure you did fine, Edward. Thank you. Well, thank you for the vote of confidence. Try not to overhype my work, though. Yeah, Yuri, if you keep your expectations low, you'll be never disappointed. Jesus Christ, Natsuki. Applying burn after burn. Besides, I bet this is the first extracurricular since Edward's done since high school started. I mean, knowing the MC, like, this might as well be. So extra work is probably really foreign to him. Hey, shut up! Well, to be fair, this is about the MC, not me, so... Oh, camera's tilted. Sorry, guys. Yeah, she's not wrong, but she doesn't have to say it like that. Natsuki, you're being unfairly harsh. Kind of. Edward, what would you say your main hobbies are? Wow, she's really putting me on the spot here. I know I'm playing into your teasing right now, but... And that's all you need to know. That's a bit rich coming from someone who keeps her manga collection in the classroom. Monica entering with the supreme burns, okay? What? Jesus, this thing is tilted. Oh, there we go. Hold on. There we go. What? Natsuki sputters to a halt. Looks like someone knows how to dish it out but can't take it. Glass cannon, if you will. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Isn't this part of the original game again? Or like, they've modified the text, but like, it's really similar. Sayori, don't worry guys. Edward always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He's always been there when I need it. When we were kids, he'd always be around to help me with stuff. Hehehe. Oh, you two are childhood friends? He glanced at Sayori. Despite her childhood memories until then, Yuri's question is a reminder that we haven't spent much time together in a long time. It's a tad awkward. Yeah, whoops. Yeah, we've known each other for a while, haven't we? We smile at each other. I'm really hoping that we could use the club to reconnect. Such history with one another. I imagine you shared much together. Damn right. You could say that. Would you believe Sayori's still as clumsy now as she was 10 years ago? Hey, meanie, that's not true. Oh, need I tell Yuri about the time you tried to cook lunch and almost set the house on fire? Her face turns pink and she rushes to interrupt me. Anyways, I'm sure we could just be as good of friends. After all, you're both in the literature club now. Woohoo! Yeah, looking forward to it. Yuri looks hopeful at hearing this, although I can't help but wonder. Given the maturity and intelligence she carries so elegantly and how her passion for reading is much stronger than my own, will it be as easy as Sayori thinks? Still, it's worth a try at least. Yay! Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori... me? No. It's not much, really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. Whatever it is, I'm sure I'll like it. What is it, Yuri? Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. It's going to wait to give you at the appropriate time, but... I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. And I've ruined the surprise. It's okay. The two girls both look dolefully down. I guess it means it's up for me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First off, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So this is still a pleasant surprise to me. Oh, Yuri, thank you. That's really thoughtful of you, but, you didn't have to do that for me. Kinda feel bad, haha. I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. Didn't mean for that. I just, I understand if you don't want to read with me anymore, so... Honestly, she gets more adorable by the minute. I love this sprite. Cute. Please, it's fine. I'd love to read it with you. I just wasn't expecting you to buy a copy of my own. Are you sure? I don't want to force you. Seriously, Yuri, after all, I grinned at her. It is a good book. She timidly returns my smile, relaxing a little bit. I'm glad you seem to think so. How are you liking it so far? She looks at me with wide, expectant eyes. She must be really worried that I'm not enjoying it as much as her. To be honest, I've been pleasantly surprised. While horror isn't really my thing, it really kept my attention. Even though I haven't gotten very far yet, I find myself feeling sorry for the protagonist. The language is pretty, engaging? It certainly makes me think about it. As I praise the book, her face grows visibly more relieved, and her eyes lighten up as I mention the language. I'm glad you think so. One not only needs to look at what is being said, but how it's phrased. It can entirely change the desired message, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, that's kind of true. Oh boy, I hope we don't get into an in-depth discussion about the language. I'm still nowhere near Yuri's level with this sort of thing. Oh, totally. Never thought about it until you brought it up with me. You really made the book sound... You made me look at the book with a bit more scrutiny than I would normally. She blushes at this, turning away slightly. Really? I helped you with that? I have to admit, you really managed to open my eyes with this sort of thing. Or should I say my third eye? Haha! Got him. Yuri's silence makes me nervous. Did I make a mistake? You know, because the book mentions the third eye, and there's an eye on the cover. Haha. Ah, I see. Probably not best not to comment on the accidental continuation of the pun. Tough crowd. Oh, I see, you were making a joke. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. No worries, I just thought it was a good pun. Got him. She smiles bashfully. This sprite again. Ooh, yes, it is quite humorous, isn't it? Pew, I think that means everything is okay now. Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off the scheduled activities for the club. Like the poetry thing, I've already steeled myself for the critique I'll probably be receiving. But it seems we have some downtime before then. Oh well, looks like I won't be able to just immediately get it over with then. What are the others doing right now? Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Probably discussing club matters given that they're the president and vice president. As expected, Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice an intense expression like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki's rummaging around in the closet. A few huffs of annoyance sound from her direction every once in a while. Ooh, nice. It's kind of true. Damn, I kind of know how that feels, honestly. Still, I'm confident we could come up with something. You can't just give up. This festival's a real chance to show everyone what literature is about. And this time, we won't have the crazy depression business to, you know, drag everything down. This time, we're gonna actually do the festival. That's right, people. We're gonna do the festival. None of that nasty stuff, okay? Never again. After all, we have such a variety here. Everyone's poems and writing styles are so different. Natsuki loves manga and Yuri is really into horror. There should be something here for everyone, you know? Agreed! Sayori. You know, all the Dokis are amazing. Oh damn, who do I go for, honestly? We just need a way of showing how fun literature can be. Something that really stands out and appeals to their creative side. That doesn't solve the problem, though. Huh? What do you mean? Well, even if we do come up with the most fun thing ever, I don't think people will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So I think it's more important to figure out how to get people interested in the first place, right? It's full of four hot girls? I don't know. I think that's a pretty good motivator to start with. And once they're here, we could do whatever to appeal to their creative sides. Huh, this is a side to Sayori I haven't seen before. She's really taking this seriously and giving it a lot of thought. Rule number 2 about the cheery people. They're not always... They can be pretty serious. I mean, I guess there really are just some shallow people that are just shallow and, like, that's it, but, like... Generally, those people aren't as common as you might think. Excellent point, Sayori. Where would I be without my vice president? Okay, do you think food will get the job done? I could practically hear Sayori's light up, even though I have my eyes closed. How tired are you? Damn. Food? What kind? Ooh, food! Yeah, you like the idea, huh? Aha, I was thinking. Ooh, my hair. Cupcakes! Natsuki would love that. Good thinking. The cupcakes are so good, that works out perfectly. Well, that wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. I don't think that's a thing, but okay. Seriously, they helped me write. Okay, cupcakes will do fine. All this talk about food has made me hungry. Anyway, don't forget we have to still sort out the details of the festival itself. Tune out the rest of the conversation as the tiredness takes a strong hold on me. Sayori's still her usual self, bubbly and goofy. I guess some people never change. It brings a smile to my face, and she also probably has depression. Probably not as bad as in the original game, but it's gonna be there, I assure you. Although I was surprised to see her so dedicated. Jeez, okay, not all cheery people are just dumb, okay? Jeez. Who just improvises things. I mean, to be fair, improv is a lot easier, and if you're good at it, that's generally what you rely on. Still, it doesn't hurt to have a plan every now and then. For, you know, something more complex. Kinda like me, actually. MC, you're telling me you never plan anything? That's kinda sad. I mean, even I plan things sometimes. Unrealistic plans, but you know, they're still plans. Wah. Oh. I didn't expect to see Sayori's face taking on my vision when I opened my eyes. I nearly fall out of my chair. Wake up, sleepyhead! Jeez, Sayori, you scared me. Eehee, sorry. Hang on, I'm not sorry at all. Why were you napping? This is a literature club, not the napping club. Wait, our school is a napping club? Hey, don't try and change the subject, mister. I actually need to know this. Does the school have a napping club? 100 mysteries science can solve. Does the school of Doki Doki Literature Club have a napping club? The others won't like that if they catch you sleeping, you know. I don't want you getting in trouble. It's kind of facts. Ah, Sayori. You've not changed one bit. Huh? You always used to look out for me. Aww. Back when we used to hang out. Aww. I remember that. I remember that. Do you remember that time when we went on a bike ride to that park? Feels like such a long time ago. Yeah, I think I do, actually. It was in the summer. You're talking about the time I fell off the bike and hurt my knee, right? Yeah, that one. You're in a lot of pain, but you're trying to act like it was no big deal. You were so silly, I had to go get a band-aid. Yeah. That memory makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. The fact that I could tell straight away which memory she was talking about makes me wonder if we have a psychic bond or something. I wish I had a childhood friend like this. Especially if she was a cute girl, you know? Good times, good times. By the way, did you know that you have big toothpaste stain on your collar? Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't say it. No, I don't. She nervously picks at the stain with her hands as I stand up and get a closer look at her. Wait a sec, your collar is sticking up a bit. Your hair doesn't look brushed either. Were you in a rush this morning? Ah. I reach out and run my fingers down the messy part of her hair in a vain attempt to straighten it out. Her hair really is soft and smells faintly of cinnamon. That's because she's a cinnamon roll. I'm probably making this worse. You really need a brush, Sarah. I don't know, it looks normal as always. No, I don't. My hair is just naturally like this. Okay. Wait, I didn't hear that. I didn't read that. Okay, maybe it isn't, but it's super hard to get it right. I give up with her hair and try to wipe off the stain with my fingers. Stains don't... That's not how stains work, MC. Buddy. But okay. Much like with her hair, I'm not having much luck. Come on, Sayori, you can't fool me. I know I've not seen much of you over the past few years, but I still know you. I can tell when you've been in a rush. Thing with childhood friends. People wouldn't even notice these things. Oh, Sayori, you look so adorable. This sprite. All the Dokis have a really nice sprite sometimes. I really like that's a sprite where Monika leans over like that. Like that. Hold on. Am I doing it right? I think I'm doing it right. People wouldn't even notice these things. Sayori, you are so adorable. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't say anything because they don't want to embarrass you. That's facts. I give up with the stain and step back looking at her blazer. But luckily for you, I'm not bothered about that. Also, why don't you button up your blazer? She shrugs. It was too stuffy the last time I tried it. With a sigh, I start buttoning it up. Ooh la la. This scene from the game. I don't think I've ever actually seen it in, like, I don't think I've ever actually seen it. Hehehe. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking about how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Now I freeze. Now that I think about it, the situation is a little suggestive. After all, my hands are very close to her chest. Titillating. Ah, come on, Edward. You're just helping out a friend. That's all. Yeah, just helping out a friend. That's the best way to think about it, man. That's the best way. Don't say that. There's nothing weird about this. Oh yeah, nothing weird about it, man. If you say so. Aww, it's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Makes me feel that nothing has really changed between us. Don't you think? Yeah, I guess. And why is this button so hard to close? Hey, be careful. This is impossible. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. You know, if you actually buttoned it, you would have realized sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. Wait, what's so funny? Almost spat that out. This is from the actual game, isn't it? Damn. I can think of many things, none of which are very good. Geez, Sayori, don't say that out loud. Yeah, that's probably how I'd react. Anyway, you look a bit better now. Seeing Sayori's blazer buttoned up like this is weird. Why, it's so stuffy! I told you! She quickly unbuttons it again. And there goes all my hard work. I mean, what do you expect? When you do things for others, they usually become undone. Something like that. Much better. Thank you for that, though. Even though I prefer the blazer unbuttoned, it was really thoughtful of you to do this for me. No problem. Even if you were a bit of a meanie. MC, how dare... Bullying girls, not cute. Not cool, MC. That's Danganronpa reference. I do try, you know. I'm sorry. I just want what's best for you. That's all. Just try to give yourself a bit more time in the morning, okay? Only if you promise to stop napping in the club. I laugh. She got me there. It's a deal. Okay, everyone. Monika suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Yay! I can't wait to read yours, Edward. Don't expect too much, Sayori. By the way, you did remember to write a poem, right? Don't worry, I'm not that much of a slacker. Got it right here in my bag. I rifled through some of the stray papers to pull out the page I wrote my poem on. Well, I can't help but feel a little nervous. I have to admit that I'm excited now. I should save, by the way. Talking to these girls has really calmed my nerves, and now I'm just eager to share my poem. After all, judging each girl's personality, I doubt that anyone would say anything nasty about it. Well, Natsuki, I don't know if she'd be unduly harsh, though. She just seems like the type of person who enjoys ribbing on her friends. Either way, I hope they realize I put hard work into it. I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet on a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a neat black composition notebook. The contrast! I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. She's gonna put us all to shame. OMC, you and your simping for Monica, although... Not gonna lie, Monica's my best girl, so I honestly can't blame you there. MC, you have good taste. Although I suppose it's just because she's the most popular girl in the school, and not because, yeah, actually... Moving on! Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. Whomst should I show my poem to first? Monica, let's go. Let's start with Monica. Yesterday she seemed eager to read my poem, and I wanted her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Edward. Hope you've been enjoying about your time here. I'll save Sayori for last, because I'm the one... I believe I wrote the poem for her. Yeah, I did, because I got her CG. Yeah, definitely. Probably sound like a broken record by now, but everyone's been really welcoming. Hi, a broken record isn't so bad when it plays something so nice. Ah, yes. Here it is. The classic Monica pose. I guess so. Oh, by the way, this sprite was made with that one, by the way. The Monica's face was made with that other sprite. Oh, damn, I thought they just completely drew a new thing. By the way, has anyone here, like, noticed Monica's a Hoge? Like, she's got a little cowlick on top. Just look at that thing. Look at that. Look at that. Anyway, since you knew and everything, feel free to bring up any questions or concerns you might have. It's my duty as president to make sure everything is perfect. I'd have to say that you've been doing a good job of that already. I doubt that I'll ever have anything to complain about. Either way, I'm always open to new suggestions for the club as well, so don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. She says that, but I'm gonna brush it off. It's gonna be a bit intimidating to try and criticize Monica, of all people. I really don't think there's anything, to be anything I'll need to speak up about either. One or the other. Girls would probably say something before I even needed to. Natsuki definitely would, now that that's out of the way. Feel like sharing your poem with me? I really don't have a choice in the matter, do I? Ahaha! You shouldn't be thinking like that. By the way, I just realized something. Since I said I should probably choose Monica first, does that mean that if you choose another girl first, you get different dialogue? Damn, I'm curious. How much effort went into making this mod? Seriously. Yeah, I was just joking. Kinda. It's alright, Edward. I get that it's probably really awkward for you to share creative work when you're just a beginner. Especially since the rest of us have more experience than you do. That's an understatement. Don't worry, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know? I don't think many people out there would share their poetry on a regular basis. Facts. It's the sort of thing you get used to pretty quickly once you get it over with. I never had a club like this at my school. Yeah, that's true. I hand over my poem with a sigh. Don't grade me too harshly. Haha, you'll be fine. Monica. That classic money pose. Also thighs. Haha, you'll be fine. I watch nervously as she quickly scans through my poem. Interesting poem, Edward. Interesting. It has a very mellow yet emotional feel to it. I didn't know you were in tune with your feelings, Edward. I could feel my cheeks growing hot at her teasing. Classic anime protagonist. He's claims I'm not too good at it, has no experience whatsoever, just becomes an ultimate pro at things the moment he starts. Jeez, I wasn't this good. I don't think I was this good at poetry. Yeah, you think? No need to feel so embarrassed about this. Poetry is a very personal thing, so it's not surprising to see you putting your raw emotions down on paper. That's facts. I don't think I've ever... Actually, your poem reminds me of something Sayori would write. Really? How so? I mean, you and Sayori are really good friends, right? It shouldn't be too far-fetched for you to write similarly. Well, I guess you could say we used to be good friends, at least. We kind of drifted apart over the years, so I guess it surprises me that we could still have things like this in common. This was a perfect opportunity to become closer again then, don't you think? I guess so. Anyways, much like yours, Sayori writing tends to have a gentle feel to it. Money hand. Whatever. She often uses her word to quietly meander through her imagination and explore different emotions. Funny, that's like me too. Most of the time, I find she addresses happiness and sadness in equal amounts, creating a bittersweet tone. I like that. You know, now that I think about it, I feel like Sayori's style is kind of mine. Well, I don't know if it's mellow. Sometimes it's... Yeah, because I do write Well, I don't write poetry. I do write stories, though. And the stories, I prefer, like, having bittersweet stories, you know. Like, sometimes they're tragedies with a bit of... But there's still a bit of hope, like, that things will someday... Like, that... if the characters are dead, like, they'll get avenged, or, like, that things will turn out, that their sacrifice was worth it. If it's a very happy story, if it's, like, a happy story with a happy ending, it usually involves, like, a lot of sacrifice, and, like, a lot of, like, we worked hard to get here, sort of thing. Those are personally the sort of stories I like. I mean, I guess I do enjoy yeah, that's if there's a happy ending. If there's a bad ending, I could just have a protagonist who's, like, super overpowered at everything, but, like, is brought down by hubris. But still, I like to leave, like, an element of hope behind. Damn, you have really pretty eyes, Monica. I realize how pathetic that sounds. You're an anime character. Wow, that's unexpected of her. Yeah, I could get... Maybe she's changed more throughout the years than I thought. MC, stop being a dick. I know, right? Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy the pain of tragedy as well? You know, you sound like some Yuri when you talk about poetry. Monty smile. She looks so cute. Really? I guess you really like it, huh? Yes, you could say that. It'd really make me happy if you could get into poetry as well. No pressure, right? Oh. Yeah. No pressure, right? That's what he said. Ahaha. Feel free to explore different things and experiment. Maybe you'll find yourself writing in a way that you never would have thought you would, like Sayori does. Yeah, I'm sure I'll end up doing a lot of different things before I settle on my own style. How about something cool? And it'll still take a while before I'm completely comfortable sharing my writing. That's perfectly fine. In fact, I'd probably be more surprised if you immediately started writing with your own style. Not if you're an anime protagonist. Most people go through the same processes that you're going through right now. Trying new things is the best way to find the kind of style that suits you, after all. Anyways... Anyways or anyway? Anyway. You talk about everyone about it... Blah, 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 blah. This is an original soundtrack from Doki Doki Literature Club, but I just really like it. What's that percussion-like instrument, I wonder? I try to be as objective as possible when I talk to people about these topics. Tilde. Thanks, I'll keep that in mind. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for... Oh, yeah, this is original game dialogue. That's because, yeah. Hee that's Sayori laugh. Oh, this is different. The box. I see, but I don't believe. A lone fingerprint, glistening on gleaming glass. Is it me? Was I always alone in the dark? I pound on the glass, my prison. Why? Why me? The pain jolts me back, the understanding pouring down like heavy rain. It's all farce. My heart's on display, my life's but a script just playing away. The world out there seemed so bright, it was so free, so many choices, so much potential. Maybe I could have had a chance. I realize now that there was never a choice. I was stuck in this box, and they on the other side chose for me. Are you talking about me? I think I am. Oh, jeez. So, what do you think? This is me, isn't it? That they're talking about. Should I have chose no in the? I don't know how to say it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Abstract. Very vague, at least. Like, I can't tell what you're... I could... Yeah, I could... I do like my metaphors, hee. Oh, okay, that's kind of true. I don't know. My poems usually don't involve too many metaphors. Probably because I suck at writing them. This is why all my ideas are considered movie scripts. By the way, I know that in foreign countries, English class literally means, like, a class where you learn English. So, my question to you is this take place in America, or does this take place in Japan? Because that over there clearly seems to be Japanese script, or I don't know, is that Chinese? Probably Japanese, right? Would have been funny if Dan Salvato used Chinese, because if you look right there, there's China. Like, look at that, that's China. I don't know what it's doing right there. I don't know why, but... There's China right there. There it is. Great, now you can't unsee it. Maybe if we go up closer over here, you'll be able to see it. But anyways, English class, because... Yeah. Because in, like, Korea, for example, I know that Korean class literally is just, like, a place where you learn, like, writing and metaphors and, like, literature and all that kind of stuff. Whereas English class is where you learn, like, just English. Whereas in America... English class, and also I assume in Britain, English class is like where you learn the literature and like the writing styles and like the grammar and all that stuff. Well, you learn grammar in any language class, but that's English class. Whereas, say, a Spanish class teaches you how to speak and like how to write Spanish, like how to do that thing. Like Chinese class teaches you how to write Chinese. You know, French. You know what I mean, right? So where exactly does this take place? I do recall that in the original game, Monica actually references this. She's like, where exactly are we? Like, and look at that style. It's like a mix between Asian and... It's like an Asian-American fusion. I hesitate to say Japanese because it's... I know Korea has... I've been there before, and some of the new... and Korea has the exact same style. And I assume China's recently caught up with the new styles as well. The new Asian style. Well, yeah, well, they're pretty well covered in English class, at least. It allows the reader to focus on the emotions you write in the poem. By the way, oh, this is a lot longer than in the original game. Embarrassed, Monty? I think it'd be more fun if you tried to figure it out yourself. Monica! Monica! That just makes me more curious now. Ahaha! Maybe I'll tell you one day. But for now, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem, or anything for that matter, you get too fixated on a specific point. But if you try so hard to make it perfect, you'll never make any progress. So the best thing... Oh yes, she already said this in the game. Monica's writing tips are honestly really helpful. Like, some of these are actually pretty helpful, not gonna lie. Monica, I just love this sprite. You look so cute. I mean, they all look cute, but... moving on. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So to move your hand and write whatever's in your heart. Easier said than done. It's better to look back on your work with fresh eyes after you've got something right. Down sometimes. That's my advice for today. Monica's writing tips. I love them. Thanks for listening. Yay! I just go in reverse order. So how is it? Sorry, I suppose as far... I'm not immensely impressed by it. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough to... Is everything okay? Oh my goodness, sorry. I know what I want to convey, but I need to find the right words. Yeah, I know what you mean, Yuri. Sometimes I want to say something, but the words don't form properly in my mouth, so I just end up saying a bunch of gibberish and looking really awkward because I start talking and I'm just like... And then the thing is like, you know, and that's how I generally talk in front of people. I try to talk because I like talking, but I also have no idea what I'm talking about. I understand. Take your time. Okay, I think I know what I want to say. Do you have any prior writing experience? To be honest, not really. Is it that obvious? I don't mean to be rude, but I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. The cute Yuri sprite. No, Yuri! Yuri buries her face in her hands. We don't have a sprite for that, unfortunately. I couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes, and we still haven't gotten anywhere. Yuri seems to be incredibly introverted. It must take her a long time to warm up to new people. I really think shy girls are kind of cute. Do I need to save? I'll go later. Don't worry about it. We all start somewhere, right? What were you saying? Right, prudent? What does that mean again? Oh. Yeah, my poems are just jumbled together, because I don't write poems that much, but I once had to write a few for, like, a school project. I don't think I even had stanzas. I just kind of wrote something that sounded fancy, you know. Man, I really do suck at writing poems. Seems that once you study poetic structures and techniques a bit more, you'll be able to put together a truly wonderful composition. I appreciate the feedback, Yuri. It sounds like you're well-versed in this sort of thing. Oh my goodness, of course. Please let me know what you think. I'll be explaining to read my process. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Oh, they're all different. Tumble. Hair falls down like the discarded dust of overused emotions, dragging down blankets made of want. Slender string pieces pierce my eyelids, barely painful, and pulls them shut. Even so heavy. I think it's misplaced something. Is there a piece missing? You need all the pieces to fix something. Please don't look for it. There are more important things for you to do today. Damn. Sorry if my writing is a bit illegible. Also, my pen touches the page. Oh, I love this one. Like, the one where she looks at you sideways and blushes is cute, but the one where she actually looks at you... Oh my god, I love this fight. I want to get my thoughts down. Aww. It's fine, Yuri. I was able to read it just fine. I wasn't thinking that at all. Are you sure? It seemed like to take you a while to read it. Heh, well, I guess I don't see cursive often. It's really nice when I do. Your writing's quite pretty. Well, I got through it pretty fast. Is that so? I kind of wonder how MC's writing is, by the way. It makes your poem stand... Actually, no, you probably do know. It's the, That's probably how he writes, right? Makes your poem stand out even more as well. It's as if, though your handwriting fits your word choice, or vice versa. It wasn't too short, was it? I'm used to writing longer pieces, but since this is the first time we're sharing... Thought it would be easier to share. That makes sense. Do you mind telling me what it's about, though? I'm not sure I understand. Sorry, I didn't mean to write something confusing. Oh, it's not that. I just want to be sure I'm reading it properly. Hold on, I didn't catch that. I see. I suppose from a cursory glance it might not be obvious. Part of that, what makes poetry magical, is how you could conjure up a vivid image of your words. Well, on the surface it may seem a bit out there. If you look a little bit deeper, You might be able to find a deeper meaning hidden amongst the lines, compounded by the metaphors used. For example, the words and images in this poem aren't meant to be taken at face value. In actuality, is that a word? It's supposed to represent the last remnants of something lost in the past and sense of plaintive longing that comes with it. Oh, that's pretty impressive when you put it that way. Oh, I wouldn't go that far. But thanks for the compliment. Hopefully during your time here, your understanding of poetry will grow and these things will come to you naturally. I'll do my best. Thank you for sharing with me, Yuri. Of course. Whom should I show my poem to next? Natsuki. Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. Ouch. Just kind of average. Jeez, everyone's roasting me left and right. Yuri, Natsuki, you two. Doesn't really evoke any emotions. So is it kind of bland for your tastes? My taste? What's that supposed to mean, huh? Actually, I didn't read that. Sigh. Oh. Not that you'll... Sometimes some folks... Urgh! I didn't read that. No! Oh, I didn't get to read Natsuki's poem. Aw, oh, come on. You know what? I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, guys. Okay, there we go. Sorry, guys. I couldn't find it online. Oh, nothing. Sigh. Well, anyways, I guess I'll show you my poem now. There we go. Not that you like it or anything. There we go. Sometimes, some folks are winners, some only lose. Some are go-getters, some only cruise. Sometimes we try hard and we give it our all. Sometimes we give up. What else can we do? Damn. It's pretty hard. Told you you'd hate it. Actually, I like it. Actually, I like it. What? Don't just say it's good because I'm a girl. Be honest. Aw, Natsuki, you look so cute as well. Y'all look cute. It's part of the design. What? No, it has nothing to do with you being a girl. Genuinely like the poem. Really? Aw. Yeah, it's simple, but pretty effective. Finally, someone who gets it. Ah yes, Natsuki, I know how that feels. You finally find someone that gets you. When finally you find someone that watches JoJo in your high school advisory class. Although to be fair, that was like at the end of the year, and he's probably in. We're both in college now, and I'm getting depressed. Moving on. Finally, someone who gets it. People in high school think poetry has to be so formal and vague. But they don't realize that simple writing is just as effective, if not more. The reader shouldn't have to search for the meaning. That's just stupid. Besides, the simpler the writing, the more emphasis on wordplay. Like how I made most of the lines start with some. Yeah, I noticed that. Yes, that's exactly what I was going for. Well, good job then. Ha! Didn't expect that from the youngest of the club, did ya? Yeah, I guess not. Who should I show my poem to? Should I choose this one? Or should I choose this one? Sayori, I wrote this poem for you. Wow, Edward. This is so good. Finally. Somebody likes it. Woo! Seriously, this is your first poem? Huh? It's not that good, jeez. Seriously, it is. I love it. I had no idea you're such a good poet. Sayori. You get me. Sayori, you're overreacting a bit. It's nothing special. Trust me, it is. How did you write it? Huh? What do you mean? Like, what did you think when you wrote this? I was thinking of you, Sayori, and I chose the words that I thought you would like best. And then I clicked on them. This is gonna sound a bit weird, but I thought of you. She gives me a brief look of disbelief, a faint blush on her cheeks. Me? Hey, not in a weird way or anything. I just thought of words that reminded me of you and went along with that. Well, yeah, that's fair, MC. I believe you. Edward. Although you're not that similar to me. It just felt kind of natural doing it that way, I guess. Well, if it works, it works. Looks like this club really is the best place for you. As much as I like her praise, it's not exactly helpful. I'm no master of poetry, and I kind of need to know how to get better. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive. Jeez, don't roast Sayori like that. Well, I'm glad you liked it, Sayori. Good to know I'm not totally over in my head here, ha ha ha. She looks at me for a moment, not saying anything. There's a few moments of odd silence. Earth to Sayori? She jumps slightly. Sorry. I'm just not used to seeing you around again, that's all. To have you in the club, writing poems. It's lovely, though. Takes a little getting used to. Oh yeah, that's understandable. I'm a bit surprised myself, to be honest. But I'm enjoying it here so far. That's good to hear. Do you want to read my poem now? Ooh, I'm not very good, though. Only one way to find out. This is the same poem, isn't it? Dear Sunshine, we already know this. I'll read it again, sure. Makes it feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad, I want breakfast. I really like your style. I mean, I always have. I mean, they're all pretty good in their own way, honestly. They're all pretty good. I'm surprised they didn't keep the original poems from last time. I mean, they kept Sayori's, but I thought they'd only change Monika's, to be honest, because Monika doesn't have, like, the... Monika's not the... I mean, she's still the president, but, like, the presidency, like, doesn't make you weird anymore. Well, what did you think? I hesitated as I answer. I thought it was a bad poem. In fact, it was great. I'm just really inexperienced with poetry, especially in feedback. It's really you. What's that supposed to... Okay. As in, the poem really just reminds me of you. Made me feel good inside. Really? Yeah, I had no idea what to expect, as this is my first time reading your poetry. Or as they call her, the bun. The bun. But the way this is written, I don't know, it feels really wholesome and cheery. Like you are. Haha, that's not how it is, MC. Like you are. I also really like the last line. Trust you of all people and include breakfast in their poems, hahaha. Hey, I was eating it when I wrote. Sayori. Oh, so you wrote the poem this morning? Huh? No. Well, maybe. Sayori, you're so adorable. Forgot to write it last night. This isn't the original game, by the way. I'm pretty sure it is. Well, at least you know where you got your inspiration comes from. Eggs and toast. Yum. Well, I suppose if it sounds silly, but it works, then it isn't silly. Either way, thanks for showing me your poem, Sayori. It was really good. I'm happy you think so. Anyways, next time I won't forget. Tomorrow's poem will be even better. I'll hold you to that. Phew. All the girls, at least. Huh? Or in other words, everyone except for you. Across the room, Sayori and Monika happily chatting again. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. And oh boy, oh boy, we all know it's gonna go down. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they watch, Natsuki breezes through Yuri's, her eyes skipping over the words. Meanwhile, Yuri stares at the paper in her hands, smiling sadly. Natsuki quickly hands Yuri her poem back. Here, I'm done. Already? Yeah, it's not like it was super hard to read. I'm not illiterate, you know? Well, it was hard for me to understand, at least. I just want to make sure you caught all the figurative language that I employed. Yeah, I did. It was fancy. Thanks. However, I believe you'd enjoy it more if you looked deeper into it. I enjoyed it plenty already. Anyway, are you finished with my poem then? Yes, yours is cute. Isn't this exactly what you spoke of? You're kind of a hypocrite. I mean, I always did kind of recognize this. I mean, everyone does have their flaws. Cute? Did you learn anything from our conversation? Yeah, Yuri, you're the one that defended her yesterday, right? Yuri looks shocked, regret seeping into her expression. I mean, to be fair, everyone makes mistakes. Seems like both girls hold their prejudices despite whatever common ground they might still have. How can it be cute? You're standing there thinking I haven't read your poem, when it's really you hasn't read my poem. It's clear about the push and pull between giving up and trying hard. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. Well, maybe you should look deeper into my poem, because I use that type of language on purpose. I see. But if I may give you a suggestion, these more involved subject matters may be suited to more complex direction. Monika's right. I feel like the problem is that these two really are kind of biased towards their own styles. The art of poetry is deeply intertwined, but look, I know what you're trying to do, but it won't work on me. I'm sorry, but I don't quite understand. Writing in this way won't make you cool or smart, okay? It just makes you look super pretentious. Okay, that was a little uncalled for. Though, to be fair, Yuri was kind of being a douche about it as well, so... Right with the thesaurus next to you, you're just gonna alienate everyone. Using all these big words to make up for the lack of... Ooh, burn! Poetry isn't about impressing people, so you can just stop. Holy crap! I stare wide-eyed at Monika and Sayori, who have also fallen silent. They stare back at me, looking unsure of what to do. I'm guessing they don't usually have many arguments at the club. All the tensions between Yuri, Natsuki, and Yuri already seem kinda high. Lack of depth? Yeah, that's right. So if I can give some suggestions now. Excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I really must ask. What makes you... Is the song the same? I think it is. Good point, Yuri. Huh? Rude? Just blunt honesty. Do you ever consider that other people don't... I mean, to be fair, I could say the same to Yuri, but... I mean, I think they're both in the wrong, personally. What are you trying to say? Do I really need to spell it out for you? Yeah, you do. I want to see if you're really going there. The irony. I dare you to say it. Yuri gives a small laugh of disbelief. I must thank you, Natsuki. I've never been this angry in my life. It's actually giving you the courage to speak up. Is this why you're angry all the time? Guys, we shouldn't... This doesn't involve you! Sayori, please don't rob me of my moment. So this is a moment to shine or something? Strange thing to take pride in, don't you think? No. It's my moment to finally speak my mind. Well, I still have the strength to. Monika. Monika, Yuri, Natsuki, have you realized how selfish you are? Suddenly, Yuri seems to be overpowering everyone else in the room. What? Everyone always needs to go your way. You always jump to conclusions and make rash decisions without regard for the consequences. Really? It's never your fault, is it? You don't know me. No. You don't know me either. Oof. And yet you spoke as if you knew everything about me. I mean, she does have a point. Quite simply, you don't. The very fact that your blunt honesty was, well, was incredibly rude just shows how narrow-minded you both are. Seizing your moment, Yuri boldly carries on, disdain dripping from each word. I know it must be a different concept to understand, but the whole world doesn't revolve around you and your manga. So tell me, why should I take advice from someone who can only see from their own perspective? Everyone knows it. Monica, Sayori, even Edward. Eh? What did I do? Don't you remember how hostile you, Edward? Oof. Yuri going in full broadside, baby. Jeez. I wasn't being hostile. We just hadn't had a new member in a long time. Sorry not for keeping on my toes. Natsuki, how are you gonna fight back? Fight. No, I shouldn't do that. I like both of you guys. Don't fight. Although, not gonna lie, this is kind of entertaining. Am I supposed to change my whole personality to cater how do you think I should be? If Edward has a problem with my jokes, he can tell me. You don't get to speak for him. You closes her eyes and shaking her head as if she didn't hear the outburst. Do you really expect a new member to be able to speak up so easily? Not everyone is unafraid of... Oh, geez, Yuri. Oh, geez, Yuri, you're pushing a little too far, don't you? What? The rest of us were so excited. But did that thought ever cross your mind? No, you just let your own selfish thought dictate your behavior. Selfish? They weren't you could have scared him off that much. Jeez, Yuri, I think you're going a little too far there. I'd explain myself for God's sake, but per usual, you weren't listening. Oh, damn. Oh, damn, both girls, they do. They really do both have their claws out. Also, Monica and Sayori didn't. They just didn't say anything. Monica's just too responsible, and Sayori's too kind. So why don't we ask Edward then, as the more unbiased spectator? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? Does it... Sayori, because that's I've been... Both Yuri and Natsuki are looking at me. While their hostility isn't aimed at me, I still feel like I'm the target for the anger in their eyes. That's true, you're gonna alienate one of the members no matter what happens. Guys, I gulp nervously as a bead of sweat trickles down my neck. I can feel that, you know. I'm really not the best judge for this. After all, I'm new, so I'm painfully aware of how weak my voice sounds. Neither girl looks impressed. Wow, real help you are. Natsuki, let me guess. Blah, blah, blah. You're being so rude. You're a broken record, Yuri. Shut up. Also, you're finally realizing how insolent you are? You got there in the end. Well done. Jesus. You are such a... Stop! I didn't call Sayori in, though. Immediately, the anger on Sayori's face by a flood of tears, the anger giving way to sadness. Guys, enough of this. Aww, Sayori. You're tearing apart this club. Please don't do this. I love this place so much, and you guys are both my friends. I hate it when people fight. It's horrible. Sayori, you cinnamon bun. You go. Sayori, goddammit. You go. This place means so much to me, and I know it means a lot to you guys as well. So please, can we stop arguing over whose style is better? It doesn't even matter, you're both unique, and that's what counts. Yuri and Natsuki are incredibly ashamed of themselves. There we go, Sayori. Yeah, that was the option in the original game, though, right? Sayori, help! Yes, neither of them expected that their argument would hurt Sayori so much. Now, once raging fire has been snuffed out, replaced with smoldering embers. Actually, I don't think it would even be that. I really like your style, Natsuki. It's nice to sit down and read a poem that springs to life. I know the others do as well. Monica and I nod in earnest, putting a smile on Natsuki's face. And Yuri, I'm amazed at how complex and deep your poems are. They're really in-depth. There's no need to argue over whose style is better. But that's true, I agree, like, that's how I've always thought about it. Like, you both are, like, on the opposite end of the spectrums, but that doesn't really mean that either style is worse. I mean, it's art, right? It's all subjective. And while there is such thing as inherently worse, I mean, yes, it's possible, but I think they're both really good writers. Just like, based on what I've seen. You really can't compare them anyway. It depends on what mood you're in. She's right, guys. Sometimes you're just in the mood for something simple. Sometimes you might want something a bit more complex. It's like music or movies, people like a variety of things. You can't say that a comedy as a genre is better than action, can you? Both types appeal to different things. You wouldn't watch an action movie for the laughs, would you? My throat hurts. I'm just gonna let you guys read this for now. My neck kinda hurts. Sorry, guys. I'll go a little bit slower, though. So you guys could read, because I'm not... jeez. Aww. Puppy dog, guys. She realizes the right time to use. I don't know, that now seems like a pretty good time. I can't do puppy dog guys. I could do really big eyes, though. Ow. Sure, whatever. I'll try. Yuri takes a deep breath, finally lifting her eyes off the floor. You're right, Sayori. I'll also make more of an effort. Natsuki? What? Natsuki still looks quite defiant, as expecting another insult from Yuri. I apologize for what I said. Your style has its own merits. Natsuki blinks as though slapped in the face. She clearly wasn't expecting an apology. That's fine. Don't worry about it. Your style is... She diverts her eyes downward once more. I guess what you're trying to say is, you write pretty well. I shouldn't have said all that stuff. Me neither. Aw, there's no awkward silence. That's much better, guys. Thank you for putting your differences aside. We all really appreciate it. I'll go make some tea. She rushes off as Natsuki wanders over to the closet. I glance at Monika. She hasn't said a word throughout the whole argument, which has really surprised me. I should have been the one who said all that. Why didn't you, then? And wince is a word. Leave my mouth. Jeez. Yeah, that does kind of sound... I know I'm the leader and I run this club, but... I'm not the greatest with people. If she isn't great with people, how can she run a club? Sorry, let me rephrase it. I'm fine with people. It's just their drama that I can't really deal with. That's why you have Sayori, right? She's an excellent vice president, able to deal with conflict much better than I can. I think I'm pretty good at dealing with conflict, too. I took a personality quiz once. I think Sayori was like the most character I was most similar to. Which is pretty embarrassing for me, at least. That should have been my duty to deal with, not hers. I don't blame you, seriously. It was pretty tough to get involved, and I could barely speak up. True, but that's exactly the sort of thing a president should be able to deal with. No, come on, Monika, don't see it like that. You and Sayori just have different strengths, that's all. I always thought of her as a little ditzy sometimes, but she definitely has a knack for social situations. Definitely. I'm very grateful to have her as my vice president. Well, the both of you really did a good job running the place. I know it's a bit of an early assessment, but you know, first impressions and all. You smile sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. You're too kind, Edward. I'm glad Sayori brought you along for the club. I really do hope you stick around. Don't worry, I will. Monika seems like such a genuine person, and she makes a great president, regardless of what she might think. Hopefully I'll be able to properly get to know her during the school year. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all think about sharing your poetry? I noticed that she carefully avoids mentioning the argument that just occurred. It was a lot of fun. Some moments were worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Edward, what about you? By the way, my face covers yours, doesn't it? I realized that from the last video. Edward, how about you? I actually really enjoyed myself. Seems like I do like expressing myself through poetry a lot more than I initially thought. Everyone looks intently at me, the girls all smiling at me. There we have it, it's the lineup. Hold on, I'll get rid of my face. Yep, there it is. That's the four of them. It really was cool getting to see everyone's different writing styles. That's awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And hopefully you all learn something from us, too. So your poems will turn out even better. Yeah. I think to myself a bit as I begin to pack up. Today I managed to learn a bit more about the kinds of poems that everyone likes. With any luck, I'll be able to learn more about the girls as individuals through their themes and messages. Not to myself, turning to Sayori. Hey Sayori, ready to walk home? Sure. Okay, see you guys tomorrow then. As we leave the club room, Sayori turns back to wave at the girls, and I do the same. Natsuki smiles, then quickly looks away to act like she doesn't care. Yuri awkwardly smiles and nods. As expected from the school idol, goddamn, Monica gives a friendly grin and waves back. I really like this sprite. Yep, there. Sayori, about, what happened earlier? What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. I remember you told me yesterday that they sometimes bicker, but aren't all their arguments normally that bad? I feel a little guilty as I ask her, as I know she doesn't like talking about conflict. There's a slight dip in her cheeriness of her voice as she replies. No, not at all. They all have their differences, but this is the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. They're both wonderful people, I promise. You don't hate them or anything, do you? Oh, no, not at all. It's normal for people to argue, I guess. I was just curious. After all, you know them better than I do. Sayori lets out a relieved sigh. You know, Edward, it's so nice seeing you again. I didn't really think we'd get to spend much time with one another again. Yeah, tell me about it. It's really fun hanging out again. I really don't know when we started drifting, or why. Guess it was just life coming between us. She nods, looking a little reflective. Still, I'm glad you let me join your club. I'm not gonna lie. At first I was a bit doubtful when you told me it was about literature. But hey, I guess it goes to show that you shouldn't judge a book by its cover. She giggles and I frown. Did I say something funny? Yeah, you kinda did. Nice pun. Did you even realize? Huh? Pun? Ah, you meant about the book comment. Oh, and this is a literature club. Geez, looks like the club's really starting to rub off on me, isn't it? Sayori might be known as a bit of an airhead, but sometimes she can really notice things that others don't. Wonder, what's it really like inside of her head? You haven't changed at all, Edward. You always knew how to make me laugh. I blush slightly, hee. I've never really known how to react to that compliment, especially when it comes to someone of the opposite sex. I'm glad I'm still able to do that, haha. I'll be honest though, I didn't think I'd be able to make so many new friends by joining the club. Well, they're a really nice bunch, I'm not surprised. Yeah, pretty warm welcome. She nods contentedly. Anyway, let's see what the future holds. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow. Those girls are all really interesting characters, aren't they? Different personalities and a variety of writing styles. Yet they're all united under the same club. I briefly wonder how Monica found all of them. Just 2 days, I feel like I've made progress with each member. Getting to know Yuri and Natsuki, actually getting to talk to Monica a little bit, and of course reuniting with an old friend. I would have never guessed if this all would have come from joining the club, but hey, I'm not complaining. I just hope my writing improves over the time so I can write poems to a standard a little bit more like theirs. Speaking of which, there's work to be done tonight. Let's do this! Oh, I see. So this is like the standard, what do you call it? Yay! Okay. Well, I think I'll finish up there, because we finished the day. We finished at the very end of the day yesterday, and it makes sense for us to finish at the end of the day today, too. So, yeah, that was really interesting. I think I'm just gonna follow through on the Sayori route. I might like to private playthrough and like to see more dialogue options, but and like I might like start the game again and like see what happens if I choose like no on the first day or the first like moments. I might try this one. What happens if I choose Monica and like see some of the dialogue options there, all that stuff. But yeah, that's it for today. I hope y'all enjoyed that video, because I really enjoy making this mod. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Everyone, make sure to like, subscribe, and smash that notification bell, because if you don't, you'll get into a big argument the same way Yuri and Natsuki did. And everyone's gonna hate you. Oh well. Anyway, yeah, that's it. Great mod. I really enjoy making these. I really enjoy this video, making these videos. Yeah, I'm not sure when the next video is gonna be. Might be anywhere from like next week to like 2 weeks, or not 2 weeks. It can range anywhere from like a day to a week. It depends. Yeah, anyways, I hope y'all like that video. Sky's up, and you guys are all awesome. I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye!